What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. So what I thought I would do now is show you these arms so you can see how they've turned out. Basically, you have to ignore the mess. The place is a mess. I've actually got like a week, not a week because I'm on afternoons, of working on my own car for a change whilst I'm waiting for the next car to come in. So thought I'd show you these arms. Ta-da! Zoom in. So this is how it's turned out. So this one is all TIG welded, but they will probably get MIG'd. I'm not a TIG person. As I've said, I'm not a very big TIGgy person, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's turned out nice. I mean, to be honest, I am well chuffed. Took a lot of time, but I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go. Play with some settings. My friend at Bagsport gave me some tips. So, yeah, we are welded up. I was only going to tack it, but I want him to pull it on the car, put the car on the floor, and do some testing. Basically, just stationary testing, turning, see if he can get a caster on it, do a caster test, see how much caster it's running in its stock formation, possibly in a couple of positions. Do you know what I mean? In the bushes, because remember we offset this, didn't we? So it's more to the back. So if he can do one at the back, one in the middle, one at the front, we can then work out the measurements. So we can work out, right, 5 mil is 5 degrees, or 5 mil is 2 degrees, or, you know, we can get some sort of idea of where the arm is going to sit. So if he does a caster and he realises, oh, I've only got 1 degree, I need 5, I need 6, oh, I've got to move it that much. Do you understand what I mean? That's what we need to try and work out. This will get capped, but I've left it as it is for now until he tries it on full lock to see whether we can get away with capping it there, or do I need to chop it off and cap it as like a teardrop shape. Do you know what I mean? Because that's all the way in. And there's a load of thread in there. So we can bring that off if needed. So, but this is just a test. This might be scrap. This is the best of my measurements that I could figure out using his measurements, the design and the original arm. Yeah, this is the pin that's going with it. This is just aluminium. So that'll fit in there once you put it in his hub. Now there's 2 settings. Yeah, that's the first one I did. But it left basically no clearance in the wheel from the measurements he sent me after the fact, after I'd made it. Because we worked out it was 110 mil, the pin had to be. But his pin was slightly different to my pin. So I removed 10 mil off here to allow a 10 mil clearance with a second slot. So I want him to try it on this slot, see what clearance we've got on a 13-inch wheel, like a stock Metro wheel. And then, because he's got 14s, he can try that one, see what he thinks. All it's going to do is give him more, you know... what's the fucking thing again? You know what I'm on about. Roll center, that's the one, yeah. So yeah, and then he can also try these rose joints, see what he thinks of this rose joint. Because we can always go up to a 5/8. We can go as big as we can, but we are restricted by our tube. Yeah, because I think 5/8 is about a 16 mil OD, something like that. But we've only got 20 mil inside the tube. So that'll only leave like 2 mil either side plus thread. So I'll probably have to have more of a boss sticking out to weld. And yeah, so 5/8 I think is doable, but I don't own 5/8 taps. So you've got to allow the other 70 quid for the taps, because I don't buy shit. Also, on the proper ones, these are all going to get rose welded. So these will all be drilled through, not through the insert. The outer will be drilled through, rose welded. And this will get rose welded. It will probably have one at the bottom and then one at the top. just as a secondary precaution of the weld cracking it's going to hold. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you what the arm's going to be like. So I'm just now going to get packed up. Oh, roll bar. So he's going to have to put this on the car. Where's the arm gone? Did I put it there? Yeah, I did. So if you look at this, you see this bracket? I haven't put anything on for roll bar because I don't, when his car's lowered, the linkage is like at a funny angle, yeah? So what I want him to do is once this is on the car, I don't know, make some cardboard templates and some tape. I need to know exactly where his anti-roll bar comes down with no real load on it. And if he wants to try and run a rose joint, because that's an original, I think it goes about there. Ish. Something like that. So if he can sort of tell me where it needs to be, I can then come up with something. We're probably going to get a 3mm plate. Probably in this one or across all three. Because this is a little bit lower, I can actually sink the 3mm plate in. Because you know it drops down at the bottom, doesn't it? So I can sink the 3mm plate into there with a return with, I don't know, like a tab, something. Do you know what I mean? That's down to him to help me out with that. Right then, so I'm going to get this packed away. Get it posted off down to London Way. And, yeah, hopefully, all right. Right, update on the arm. Hopefully you'll send me some pictures fitted. And then I can show you boys and girls. Right, see you in a bit, people.